So I did problem 3.7.60, and the problem reads, the profit P in thousands of dollars for a company spending an amount X in thousands of dollars on advertising is negative 1/10 S cubed plus 6x squared plus 400. And for problem A, it is to find the maximum amount of money the company should spend on advertising in order to yield a maximum profit. So in order to go about solving this one, I decided to find where there exists a tangent line, where a horizontal tangent line on the graph, which would suggest either a minimum or maximum at this point, or some other irregularity. So I took the first derivative and I set that equal to 0, and found that there exist two horizontal tangent lines at where s equals 0 and s equals 40. And in order to check this, I put them on a graph and with intervals from negative infinity to 0, 0 to 40, and 40 to infinity. And I wrote where the derivative was negative or positive in order to determine whether it's a relative maximum or minimum. So because the derivative before 0 is negative and the derivative after is positive, that means that at 0 there is a relative minima, whereas at 40, because the first derivative goes from positive to negative, there exists a relative maximum here. Therefore, the maximum profit for the company is at $40,000 spent on advertising. And problem B reads, the point of diminishing returns is the point at which the rate of growth of the profit function begins to decline. Find the point of diminishing returns. So in other words, where does the first derivative start to slow down? So basically I just took the second derivative and followed the same process as I did with the first derivative, and found where the second derivative would equal 0, which would indicate a concavity change, and the rate of the first derivative going from either negative to positive or positive to negative. So I found that the second derivative equals 0 at $20,000. And at $20,000, the second derivative goes from positive to negative. Or in other words, that the rate of growth for the profits begins to decline at $20,000.